Hello everybody. In this video we are covering one story from Think and Grow Rich first chapter, that is Harness the Power of Thought. And the story name is Henry Ford and his V-8 engine. This story is all about burning desire and persistence. So this is going to be very important. Everything that I'm going to explain it here you can find in the description box. So please go check out and let's begin. Our story starts here. Millions of people have noted the achievements of Henry Ford and envied him because of his good fortune or luck or genius or whatever it is that they created for Ford's fortune. So here one word, that is envied, or envied, I can say envied is made from envy, and it's V2 of envy, and it's mean if you are jealous to someone, it's called envy or envied. Okay, so millions of people have noted, or I can say millions of people know that this particular thing, that achievement of Henry Ford, and also some people envied him. Why? Because Henry Ford got a lot more achievement or good fortune, and that's why a lot more people envied him, envied to him. uh, whatever create he created, that they created for Ford fortunes. Perhaps, perhaps one person in every 100,000 knows the secret of Ford's success, and those who do know are too modest or too reluctant to speak of it because of its simplicity. Okay, so here writer is just saying that you know one person in every 100,000, one person in every 100,000 knows the secret of Ford success. Okay, and two type of people here. One is I can say modest. Modest is very humble, and one is reluctant. Reluctant means if you know something but you are very hesitate to speak about that particular thing. So these type of two people who knows about Ford's achievement. Okay, because of its simplicity. A single incident will illustrate the secret perfectly. So here we are going to see one secret, one incident, and in this incident, writer is just showing you the secret of success of Ford Motors. Okay, here illustrate means you're explaining something with the help of examples or a story. It's called illustrate. And here, next paragraph. When Ford decided to produce his now famous V8 motor, he chose to build an engine with the entire 8 cylinders cast in one block and instructed his engineers to produce a design for the engine. So this was very heavy engine. Okay, so V8 engine, the name of this engine is V8 engine. So Henry Ford just said to his engineers that okay, this is particular design on paper, just make it. Okay, the design was placed on paper, but the engineers believed that it was impossible to cast an 8 cylinder gas engine block in one piece. So his engineers said that it's impossible to make this type of engine, because the first time we are thinking about this type of engine, so it's impossible to make this type of engine. Ford said, produce it anyway. So just Ford said, just produce it anyway. I don't care what you have to do, just produce it. Ford said. But they replied, it's impossible. But the engineers replied that, but it's impossible. Go ahead, Ford. Go ahead, Ford commanded. So Ford said, go ahead. Means he just command, not in a polite way, but he said with authority, go ahead and make that particular engine, he said. And stay on the job until you succeed, no matter how much time it required. Means stay on your job, means do your job, and create that particular engine. And I don't care how much time it will take. I don't care, just go and create that, make that particular engine. The engineers went ahead, they just went ahead. There was nothing else for them to do if they were to remain on this Ford staffs. It means if they wanted to work with Ford company, then they have to just create. They just had to create that engine. Without this, they can't remain as a Ford employee, and that's why I can say it's their thinking. Okay, I have to create this particular thing. 6 months went by and nothing happened. Another 6 months passed and still nothing happened. The engineers tried every conceivable plan to carry out the orders, but the thing seemed out of the question impossible. So the engineers tried very hard. Every conceivable plan just applied. Every conceivable plan means, every possible ways they just applied, but still they did not find that type of engine. At the end of the year, Ford checked with his engineers. Okay, so and again they informed him they had found no way to carry out his order. At the end of the year, just Ford asked or checked what is happening in the company. But the engineer said, "We can't do it. If we can't do it, sir, we can't carry out this order. Go ahead." Go right ahead. So Ford said, just go and build that. I want it and I will have it. I want it and I will have it. Means I will have it. I will have this type of engine. So just go and create. Just go and make that particular engine. They went ahead and then, as if by a stroke of magic, the secret was discovered. The Ford determination had won once more. Okay, so after 1 year or after some years, I can say there is no specific time here, but it happened that a stroke of magic, the secret was appeared or discovered. It means that particular engine was made. And here is written a stroke of magic. A stroke of magic means something was looking like impossible, but something happened and it became possible by some magic. So it's called a stroke of magic. So it also happened a stroke of magic. And the Ford determination had won once more. Okay, Henry Ford became a success because he understood and applied the principles of success. One of these is desire. One of these is the desire. Why Henry Ford succeeded in his plan? Because of only one thing. Here is first one is a desire, knowing what one wanted. Because he just knew that okay, I want this. Okay. The other is persistence. The other thing or the second thing is persistence. Preserving until, or I can say, yeah, preserving until the object of desire was obtained. Means just dedicate yourself until that particular object is obtained, or I can say was obtained. Remember this Ford story as you read because it reveals the secret, the principles by which any object of desire is obtained. So this is a secret. With the help of this secret, we can obtain any object of desire. And object of desire means something that you want with your heart, that you want, and without this you can't live your life. So it's called object of desire. So if somebody want to accomplish, or I can say obtain the object of desire, then these two things is important. First one is desire and the second one is perseverance. Not perseverance, but I can say persistence, or I can say dedication. These two things is important. So the moral of this story is this. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.